Darren, an eventful week, of course. How's it unfolded from your point of view?
I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's probably something that I've always looked to go into. Did I think it was probably going to come so soon? No. Am I embracing it? Yes. Am I scared of what the challenge lies ahead? No. And I'm going to give it everything I got.
Yeah. Are you feel ready for this challenge ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't feel I was ready. Obviously, you know, with people calling you gaffer now, you know straight away there's a responsibility on your head, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's important that I have to get the respect from the players, but I'll only do that by giving them guidance, keeping it simple. But I have to try and create a winning environment. That's the first and foremost, and I have to win football matches, and I can deal with that responsibility.
Yeah. What have the board told you in terms of duration that you're in temporary charge for?
They just said, look, do you want the opportunity to be manager of the football club? And I said yes. I had absolutely no doubts in my mind that I wanted to do this job, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Do you see it as an audition perhaps to get the job on a full-time role? Is that something you'd be interested in?
I'm manager of the football club as it stands right now, so I want to be manager of Yeovil Town. I want to be able to achieve something that I've dreamed of doing since I was young. And as I said to you, I ain't scared of the challenge that lies ahead.
Yeah. What do you plan to change? How will you change things to what the team were used to under Paul Stirrup?
I spoke to one or two managers, experienced managers, and I've had one or two good friends that have been there, done it, got the T-shirt. I'm going to keep it simple. It was weird because I read a comment the other day and someone said, I want them to sense it, see it and feel it, and that's what I want the supporters to see. I want them to sense it, I want them to, to feel it, and then I want them to see it, So that's the lines that I'm going down, and that's what I'm going to get from the players as well. Yeah. I'm going to keep it simple. They know what I've asked for. I want forward runs, forward balls, and when they lose possession, run as quickly as they can to get back behind the ball to win it back again.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah.
And how big a role will Terry have in this sort of management ship as well?
I think it's important. I'm the boss now. I've assisted Terry, and I gave him everything I had. I've assisted obviously Gary, and I've done the same with Paul. I know exactly what's needed from a number two because I've been close. I've analysed this environment now for 3 years, losing. So I have to make sure that I hold the key and the responsibility to get us winning. And it's pressure, but it's what you got to deal with when you take on a role like this.
Yeah. How did Terry take the news when they appointed you? Was he? Did he have any feelings towards that at all?
Nah, he's comfortable. I think he's sort of relieved. Obviously, he's been there before. But as I said to him, I'm the manager now, and I'm the boss. I make the decisions, and and he's fully supportive of that.
Yeah, I mean, you've been associated with Yeovil a long time, of course. This is arguably the darkest time that you'll probably remember, isn't it, in terms of the club situation at the moment?
Yeah, it is, and it's been difficult because obviously when you've been in the town for a long time, and whether it's you go and pick the children up from school, this is part of the livelihoods of the supporters, and they spent a lot of time turning up on a Saturday and then spending 3 or 4 days about Yeovil losing, and then another couple of days preparing for the next game. I want to be able to try and bring the fans closer to the players, and I know I'm only going to do that by winning football matches. Yeah. And that's going to come from the players.
Yeah. It's obviously a tough job, isn't it, given the position of the league, but you obviously feel that you're the right man for it.
Yeah, it's a tough job, of course it is, but there's managers, there's teams up and down the country, and I wouldn't be studying or sat here now if I didn't feel I could take this club back to where it's been.
Yeah, and first game at Hewish Park, I guess that's good from your point of view, isn't it?
Again, made it simple. I've got one objective to the players, and that's can you get in through the next round of the FA Cup. Simple.
Yeah. How important is the FA Cup to Yeovil Town this season?
I mean, I've had some of my best memories as a player and as a coach, certainly with the likes of Manchester United. So why would I be afraid of this challenge? I mean, again, within a week, club could be talking in a different light, and then we move on to the next challenge. But the first objective is get through to the next round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, Stevenage, what do you expect from them? Wasn't that long ago that they came here, of course.
I know it's strange. Obviously, we got done by 2 set plays, which was disappointing. But again, I think it's so important to concentrate on how to get this football team winning. And if I do that, I'll bring back smiles on, certainly supporters' faces when they need it. They deserve it.
Yeah, and do you think the pressure's more on you as the home team this weekend, more so than them coming to Hewish Park?
I think any game, it's got pressure, but I'm trying to take the pressure away from the players. I'll deal with the responsibility and the pressure that I'm just giving them a game plan to go out and win a football match.
Yeah, how have the players been this week with all the news that's happened?
They've been great. They've been good. I think managers, this is part and parcel of football. I mean, I've been in a situation now, got them in 4 or 5 times. Managers come in, there's an emotional attachment with them. Of course, that manager's brought you in. There's a little bit of tension, how you're going to play under the new regime. But all I can promise them is, at the moment as it stands, everyone's in my picture, and it's up to them to prove to me that they want to play, 1 for the badge and 2 for the football club.
Good luck, Darren. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Just continuing with that, over the last year through successive managers, there's been a tendency to sometimes come out and criticise the players. Do you think that was helpful in the past year, and is that something that you're prepared to do if you believe that they deserve that public criticism?
I think it happens, again, with managers up and down the country. I mean, some players need a pat on the back. Some, like your son, if your son or your daughter's naughty, the first thing you do is tell them off. That's up to, for the manager and the coaches to decide what they do. If you're not getting results that way, then you've got to analyse and look at it a little bit different. But, football's football, and it's all about winning. People talk about philosophies, but there is no such thing as philosophy. Football is about winning.
And we've heard lots of times that players have done some amazing things in training and they just don't quite produce it come this Saturday. Do you believe you can help them to connect and show what they are doing in training when it comes to it?
Again, I've kept it simple. I've said to them, look, this is what I'm asking for. This is how I think we should do it. But now it's up to you when you cross that white line to have that determination. I think there's a lot of times at this football club in the last 3 years where a lot of players play with their head. I need to play them with their heart.
And just looking ahead to just looking ahead to Saturday, just team stuff. Is any of the injured players close to fitness? I know Jack Compton out there to get near.
Yeah, Jack, he's been in training, which is good news. I mean, it's probably the first week, the other week where we had enough players, senior professionals, to be able to put on a session which was 2 sets of 11. It's the first time it's ever happened since I've been at the football club, so that's good news.
And you said about giving players chances. Is everyone in the squad now going to have a chance under you when they may not have had the opportunities previously? Everyone's got a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'll analyse that in training and their body language around the place, their lifestyles. Are they living right? I've told them the first thing I'm looking for, if they got bad habits, change them to good, and then you've got half a chance of winning. Simple.